Welcome to the Coast Mountains Backcountry Report for Escape Route, Squamish, and Whistler, and DPS skis. I'm Mitch Sulkers, a professional member of the Canadian Outlaws Association. I'm here on the Duffey on January the 23rd, having a look at what's happened after our pineapple light has gone through. We're traveling from 1,350 to 2,150 meters today, and lots of storm slab around. Also evidence that there's been a big natural cycle during the storm, much of it probably occurring fairly early on in the storm. There are crowns as high as 2,300 meters in the area, but generally much closer to tree line. Lots of stuff cleaned out. Very few aspects that haven't slid. We have seen some that have occurred today, but generally most of the stuff seems to have gone earlier in the storm. And especially where there are convexities, where surface hoar from the 11th and the 16th would have been preserved, definitely seen action on those particular areas, south side aspects especially. Cornice Falls cliff bases over on northern aspects definitely releasing as well. Not much in the way of settlement, a little bit of stuff going on, but generally what we're seeing is that these milder temperatures now are causing everything else to basically set up. It's starting to look much better as the day goes on. We're on a cross-loaded slope at 2,150 meters just above tree line on a south-facing slope, actually southwest-facing slope above the Wendy Thompson hut in Marriott Basin, and about 260 to 320 centimeters of snow in this location. Generally speaking, this is the one aspect, this particular slope we've chosen because it was the one aspect that did not release during the storm, and I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on, and all I'm getting is a break down at the bottom. There's no crust here. We've been able to find the January 11th layer, and it appears that the surface hoar might have been destroyed before the snow came in on this aspect. So maybe some sun in the afternoon on January the 10th, which was certainly here, may have moistened the surface, and that's why we don't have that same layer going at this point. This is the only slope in the basin on anything south facing that did not release during the storm. Tree wells are still very significant in this area. If you poke around the bottom of a tree, there's 2.5 meters of branches and a little bit of snow on top. So doing a lawn dart into an area like that would not end well. There's enough soft snow here that foot pens around 75 centimeters. So lots and lots of soft snow around, but that soft snow goes back before January the 11th. We can find the January 11th layer in here, but right now it's not in play. At 1,900 meters in Marriott Basin at the Wendy Thompson hut. And over the past 3 days we've had a pineapple light that has come through. Much less effect on the Duffey than it had in the Whistler area and areas south of Whistler. But there's been a climax avalanche cycle that has gone on above tree line and at tree line in the basin. Depends a lot on what aspect you're on as to how far it's gone. A lot of areas underneath steep rocky cliffs, a lot of areas with convex rollovers have gone down maybe 30-40 centimeters on one of the buried surface hoar layers and run quite long, run to the bottom of their tracks. But there are a couple of places. There's one here that's happened today. A little bit of sun warming. The start zone is on a south exposure, and that's gone about maybe 60 centimeters deep, so probably one of the deeper surface hoar layers that's buried. And then up in the Honey Bronze, and very desirable, we have a couple of 2.5s that have gone in that area from cross-loading. One of them probably a cornice drop, and the other one just seems to be a natural, just too much for the convex slope, and it released.